Hi, I'm so glad to have you here. You're watching this video because you showed interest through my WhatsApp group to learn some of the things I've practically and personally learned in a couple of years. I started doing business since the age of 6. Yeah, I was an agriculturist at the age of 6. I had my own farm and I grew there to having a logistic company at the age of 9. And I've grown from there to doing different businesses over the past years. But the last 1 year, that's the year 2018, has been a very significant year for me in my business journey. And some of the things that I picked up as lessons, I feel is good to also share. I learned 25 distinct things in the last 1 year, practically. And I feel like sharing just 5 of them. Just selected some random 5 that I feel that if you listen to and you apply them, I'm sure it's going to help you improve whatever it is you're going to do in the business world this year, 2019. So as we're going into the year fully, a lot of people are just building momentum. I feel helping you go in the right direction is something that I owe to you as my friend. So if there's something that I learned that I believe is important, you don't have to go and learn your own. Because some of these lessons cost me a lot of money to learn. It means I had to lose millions to learn some of these lessons, all right? And it's a very painful thing, but like I said, in business, 2 things happens. It's either you succeed or you win, you make money and all that, or you learn. There is no failure in business unless you decide to quit or give up. That's when you can call it failure. Everything we call failure is actually a lesson. All right, so life is a school and we're all students. So in business also, experiences teaches us to be better business people, and sometimes there are things you can't just pick up in a book. All right, I've got lots of books. I've read almost everything that I have here. There are lots more that you can't practically see, but it's not about the books. Most of the time, every books you read gives you an insight that you have to apply to your own personality, and that's when you'll be able to have the kind of result you expect. Most of the authors we consume are not born in Nigeria, so they are not even conversant with Nigeria business climate. All right, so I'm going to just quickly share these 5 major lessons, and I want you to please put them to heart. Find a way to attach your own personality to it, learn from it when necessary, so that you can do better in business or in your career or anything that you can actually practically apply this to. And this works for every category of person. I'm sure you will find one expression or another from these things that I'm going to share. So let's go straight into this. The first thing is define your reason. You want to go into business, you want to do business, you have to be sure about the reason you're trying to do this. Most of the time, people try to start business or go into a business just because they want to make money, just because they want to make more money. It's a very, very wrong reason to start a business or go into any business venture just because you want to make money. Most people, because they try to get a job and they couldn't get a job, the next thing they want to do is to start a business. All right, there are about 3 or 4 categories or types of businesses. I won't be talking about that here, but later I'm going to talk about it. But the basic phase is people who start business for survival. Because there is no food to eat, then they have to go into business. Don't go into business just because you want to make money. An entrepreneur, true entrepreneur, interestingly, is the last person that gets paid on a business adventure. So don't start your business just because you want to make money. I don't know, but I won't be able to go truly deep into this. But please don't start your business because you want to make money. Start your business rather because you want to add value. You want to create a value that is beyond yourself, a value that even if you're no longer part of the business operations, it can continue, all right? It's never supposed to be just about you. So I'm really feeling like going too deep into this, but I will not. So I'll go into the second thing. One of the greatest lessons I've learned in the last 1 year is to know yourself, all right? You that are watching this video right now, I want you to know yourself. What kind of entrepreneur are you? What is your own style, all right? Not all of us are like Dangote. Not all of us are like Elumelu or any of the popular successful businessman or woman that we probably have heard about. Not all of us are like that. It's not everybody that is called out to be an entrepreneur. It's not everybody that is called out to be a CEO or a starter of a business. Find out your person, all right? What exactly is your strength in business? Are you supposed to be a starter? Or are you a manager, all right? Are you supposed to start it and let other people run it? Or are you supposed to run it? Are you good at identifying talents and gifts? Find out exactly what you are supposed to be. It is not a demotion if you start a business and you employ someone to run it, and then you work for the business and you're accountable to the person that you employ. It is not a weakness. Find the right team to work with, but make sure you understand your kind of person in business. It's very important that you find out the kind of entrepreneur that you are. Don't do everything. You can't do everything. You can't be everything. You have to find out exactly the type of entrepreneur that you are. I won't say more than that. So first rule is that you have to define your reason for going into the business. The second is that you have to define who you are. What kind of entrepreneur are you? These are very important lessons that you are supposed to learn. Number 3, very important. Listen, there are no shortcuts to greatness in business. There are no shortcuts to greatness in business. In any kind of business you want to do, it could be network marketing, it could be your own business, product or service, whatever business you want to do, there are no shortcuts in business. I wrote something while I was trying to write this up. I said, "Awoof de tombele." Yeah, a lot of people presented opportunities, and probably for the kind of business that I do, that are online businesses, network marketing, all these financial services and all of that, most of the time people will sell opportunities to us, sell something with testimonies that are so bogus, that are so big, that a lot of us are attracted, all right, and we expect to achieve some of these very massive results in a very short time. A lot of people, for example, wants to make $1 million in 1 week. You want to make $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 in a month. Most of the time it does not work this way, all right? So business doesn't work this way. Everyone who's succeeding today or who's doing fabulously well put in many years of training, all right? There are many years of inputs that create the exact reality that they have today. So whatever success you desire, know that it will take you time, all right? Time is a constant thing that has to happen. So there are no shortcuts. You have to learn your lessons and grow your way. It is better you grow into success. You grow into greatness. Don't jump into it. You have to follow the procedure. Most people now, it is possible that somebody starts a business today and then jump and become very successful. When we started Wahoo World was just about a year old, and we have membership in 14 major countries. We have membership that are participating in selling our product. We have offices in about 3 or 4 countries already. And then all of this happened within a year. Well, that is the outside story. Wahoo World did not happen in a year. It's a constant work of over 12 years that are put into network marketing business, learning, serving other people, working in other platforms to grow and develop muscle to create what some people think it's overnight success. And behind every of this so-called success that people see is a lot of challenges. Those of you that are very close to me, you know that I used to be chubbier, yeah? Look at me, very slim right now because of the challenges I've got to face in the last 5 or 6 months in business. It is not easy, all right? So you don't just jump into greatness, you have to grow your way into greatness. So don't over admire successful businesses and let it now make you jump into starting a business because you also want to succeed like that. Somebody may start a network marketing program, for example, or business, and then in 2 months qualifies for a car. He's driving a luxury car. He has a whole lot of fanciful resources that he got from that particular program. It does not mean that when you start, you're also going to get that kind of result. It takes time to grow. That person may be able to achieve that result in 1 month with 10 years of preparation. All right, so you have to grow your own way. All right, I can start a business now. It can take me 5 years to go viral. Guaranteed Trust Bank can start the same business and in 1 month it will go viral. Why? Because they have credibility resources, capacity. They have the opportunities and the resources to pay consultants that will do all the job for them, all right? They can hire professional, best talents in the industry to get a push. Most of us have to bootstrap. So it will be foolish to compare myself to the success that an organization that is established like a bank would have, all right? So I have to grow my own way into that kind of success. So it's very important that we know there are no shortcuts. Now, the remaining two that I'm going to share with you, the number 4 and number 5 is about investments. And this is important because I made some very, very critical mistake in business last 1 year as it relates to investment. And these have taught me a very, very huge lesson that we want you to know. So the first thing that I really learned, I've always known this, but of course, there's a new kind of knowing you have when you experience something. It's way different from once you have read or heard about it. So, high profits, which is what every one of us desire. I want high profit. I want to, make a lot of money from a little investment. I want my money to work for me. I want to benefit and all of that. But anytime there is high profit in investment, it equals to high risk. There is no high yielding investment that doesn't come with an attendant high risk. The risk is high. And when we're talking about high risk, it means possibility of losing everything is there. So if you're going to double your money within a month or 2 months or 3 months or 1 year, then you must be ready to also lose the money. All right. So I learned in a hard way that anything that is going to pay high, and when we're talking about high return, we're talking about something that is higher than what the mainstream investment would pay you. An average bank will pay you between 13 to 16% per annum. All right, that's on fixed deposit. If you fix your money with them, they pay between 13 to 16% per annum. But most of the opportunities that we saw out there, the one I embraced in 2017, 2 years ago, were the ones that were paying 30, 20, 40, 50% in a month. All right, so somebody brings an opportunity to you and say this is paying 20, 30, 50% in a month, and you jump into it because you want to multiply your money. Of course, it's not our fault. It's what Ponzi is and MLM, is the MMM, yeah, they call it. That's what they led us into. Any investment you're jumping into like that is going to cost you a whole lot, but the risk is pretty high. So please, anytime you want to invest, make sure that whenever the risk is high, whenever the return is high, know that it comes with an attendant risk that is equally high. I have to learn this the sad way, and really, I'm paying the price right now. But of course, that is a very golden lesson that I don't want you to jump into. The second is like it, and that's really the golden rule. The golden rule for this year is that never participate in any investment you can't control with funds you cannot afford to lose. I'll repeat that. Don't participate in any investment you can't control with funds you cannot afford to lose. Do we get that? Any investment you don't have control on, which means, okay, there's this platform, like what we did. I saw some platforms that were paying pretty high. They have fantastic products, fantastic paperwork. Their structure is solid. Everything was great. And then I figured, okay, the minimum amount to invest on this platform is too high for an average Nigerian. Can I find a way to put people together? Let's put funds together and put across this platform. When they pay us, we share the profit with people and we take a percentage. So I created the model around it, all right, and we ran it. For a while, it was doing fine. But we had to take our money and give to this platform, and we are at their mercy. Whatever they give to us is what we'll be able to give to our people. Unfortunately, each of these platforms crashed. They had one issue or another. We could not put funds out. But remember, the people who gave funds to us that we put on those platforms want their funds back. So, and that's a big problem you don't want to get into. So because we do not have control over what they do with our money, when they lost the money, we equally do not have control over it. So I decided that, having gone through all of that, any kind of investment I will personally participate in with a fund I can't afford to lose have to be something I have full control over. So please, I want you to watch out in this year 2019. If you want to put your money into anything, make sure you have full control over it, unless the money you are putting on that platform is an amount you can afford to lose. Please, I beg you, I had to learn this a very, very hard way. If you can't control it, don't put money you can't lose in it. But if you can control it, you can pull your funds out anytime you like, you can do any of those things, then you are free. So I believe these 5 lessons would help somebody out there, especially you right now, to be able to chart your course of the new year so that you won't repeat some of the mistakes that some of us have made that has given us a big lesson. All right, so if you do not succeed in business, remember you are learning something, and until you learn the lessons that life is teaching you through the decisions you have made, through the kind of venture you go into, you will continue to repeat it until you learn it, then you can succeed. Thank you very much for watching, and there's an amazing opportunity coming up, or not just one, there are a lot of them that are coming up this year. So if you're interested in knowing some of the things that I will be doing this year, especially things you can control, so just hit me in the inbox. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can watch more videos that are going to come up. I'm going to be talking about sales in the next few days. It's going to be mind-blowing. Every lessons I've learned in sales that have helped me move every organization that I've worked with before forward, and also what helped me succeed in network marketing when I was fully involved as a networker. And those of you that are in one network marketing or another, you can learn from all of these principles applied, and then you can have the kind of results, even bigger results than I've ever seen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I have not wasted your time. God bless you.